Welcome back, our dear gremlins. Today we'll be talking about dinosaurs, requested by yours truly, Havoc.
Dinosaur.
And I'm gonna take a moment to just say welcome back, Lapis. We missed you.
Thank you. The hospital was pretty rough, but I am back now.
And
But dinosaurs.
we did go back and read your guys' get well soon messages, and I'm pretty sure it was heavily appreciated by the three of us.
Yes, definitely.
All serious notes, I'm just glad Lapis is back because I was worried sick.
Both of us were.
Yeah, I know you were. Everyone
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I'm just happy you're good. I was kept in the loop a bit more than some, but yeah. Yeah.
My mom personally
Kudos.
messaged you.
Yeah, kudos to your mom.
Yes, I mean, love my mom.
Now, to
At the moment, sorry. At the moment, she is in North Carolina visiting my other sibling who's in surgery.
Jesus Christ. Okay. That's not
Sorry,
good.
sorry, I have to say that.
So yeah, I've been noticing a lot lately about this group of scientists with like de-extinction and shit. So I love dinosaurs since I was a little kid. I saw Jurassic Park and all that. You guys won't believe how many times I rewatched that growing up as a kid. We had a VHS, and I'm pretty sure I wore that VHS tape out. I'm not sure.
Oh, I had a VHS tape. I'm sorry, I can't.
English.
I had like a VHA tapes. What the? I'm
VHS
just
tapes.
VHS tapes.
sorry.
But yeah, I had one of the computers that had a disc player inside of it, so
Uh,
yeah, it
I had a VHS player.
see, back in the day, they had those things that were called a VHS tape.
I'm not that old.
Yeah,
I
I
know
know.
what a VHS is. I'm not that young, man. I know what a VHS is.
Young man, he's like older than us.
Back in my day.
Are we still planning to do a recording on my birthday this year?
Yes.
Up to you. I mean, I would say, hey, you know what? It's your birthday. You do your birthday thing.
Yeah.
We were doing
anyway.
my birthday the day prior and going bowling.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah.
So, these groups of scientists have quite literally claimed that they had de-extincted an animal called a direwolf. They made 2 males and a female. The female is a year apart from the 2 males, but apparently they edited the genome of a gray wolf and spliced it essentially with the DNA that they reconstructed of a direwolf. The direwolf was basically a animal that was way back in the the ice age kind of shit. I'm just gonna say it that way, but it was about they're about 13. Was it? They took the DNA from a 13,000-year-old tooth and ended up going in, and there were some that were like 72,000-year-old like skulls to make these puppies. First thing that comes to mind, mind you guys, I'm thinking Jurassic Park.
Of course you are.
What the fuck? Dinosaurs gonna break out, murder, genocide, of like people just getting mauled by animals. That's what's going to my mind. I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Jurassic Park's coming reality. But I mean, I'm looking at this. These guys, they spliced them with the gray wolf and all that, and I mean, it's like they just basically edit their genes, and then they got them on this 2,000-acre site that's undisclosed location. They basically have 10 feet tall, like 3 meter tall is what they did, like 10 feet and 3 meter tall, and it's zoo grade fencing. Fuck that! I'd be putting them in fucking huge ass concrete wall slabs and making sure that they get their asses out of there. Because God knows what these things are gonna do.
Yeah.
It's a animal that is living and breathing now. but back in its day, it was a very big predator. I mean, if it crossbreeds with, a gray wolf, it finds a pack of gray wolves, it's going to be bigger than them, and it's probably going to do damage. But I mean, I'm looking at this stuff, and they're taking DNA, and they edited. It was like 20 out of 20 different things. It says that they basically lived. The living relatives of this thing was such as wolves, jackals, and foxes, to identify the genetic varieties and traits that were specific to the dire wolf. They have basically they have white. These ones have white coats, and they're long for their fur, and their fur is thick. They also took about apparently the direwolves and gray wolves are sharing about 99.5% of the DNA, according to what the company is saying. Because this is a company that actually went and did this. And the same company is actually planning on bringing back woolly mammoths, the thylacine, which is a Tasmanian tiger. I mean, dodo bird is another one that they're doing. That first thing that comes to my mind is like, okay, well, you're bringing back the dodo bird. You're thinking Ice Age. The dodo way. Protect the man. Daquan Dodo's attack. I don't know. That's what comes to my mind when that happens. The thylacine was something that we personally extinct ourselves. It's a marsupial that's actually, it's kind of like a dog with like stripes on its back where its rear is at.
Mm-hmm.
Also a carnivore, mind you. So I'm thinking, okay, well, you guys, they got killed off because farmers were there encroaching on their lands, poaching them, essentially, because there was a eradication order from their government to kill them off, and they had to put a bounty on their head. People were killing these poor creatures because of that, and they were a threat to the livestock for the farming. That's what they were claiming it as. And that was the thylacine. That was basically the Tasmanian tiger. These things, there's some good and some bad with bringing stuff like this back to life. Personally, I feel, you guys, if you guys are going to do this, there's implications that you're going to need to think. Like diet. It lived in like freaking like practically like like a snowy, foresty kind of thing. We have stuff like that, yeah, but I mean nothing like the for God's sake, the mammoth. Out of all things, you bring that beast of a thing back to life. I mean, it's not going to be fully the same creature as it was back then. Because I mean, God's sake, they're basically making a woolly mouse using the traits of the mammoth. Yeah, they made a woolly mouse. Same company. They're basically pulling like a freaking Dr. Wu, where he's like splicing like freaking cuttlefish and shit into like a dinosaur. Except they're doing it with mammals. And, it's not... They're not the real thing. They claim they are, but they're not. And honestly, you're going to make something that's going to be confused, and it's going to be like, hey, where am I at the food chain? So, I mean, that's where I'm getting at. But, I mean, you guys... I don't know what your guys' opinions are on this, so I'm going to let you guys say something and put your 2 cents in.
I don't really have an opinion.
I don't either. I'm just listening in because it's fun to like listen to random facts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've listened to me rant. Got it.
See, I've been too invested in story writing and writing down like different mythology type stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been studying up on that. I haven't really studied up on the topic we're currently talking about. Because you kind of just threw this on us today.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't have a movie, so I just did this. So I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, no, I've been seeing it, and this is how I found out about it. They had it on CNN a while back, but I found it on Facebook. I was sitting there scrolling through freaking Facebook, and this was popping up. So I was like, I looked into it more and found out if it was true or not, and then other people were saying it. I'm like, okay, so it must be true if more than one person's seeing it. And then they were like, yeah, it was on the news. I'm like, okay, because I mean, this basically is a de-extinction attempt, and they're claiming it as the first successful one, and with these dire wolves. And I'm like, oh god, what now? Are we going to start seeing velociraptors or T-Rexes running around the freaking place, like freaking lost? Like, how should I say? Best comparison is the dinosaur Jurassic Park movie franchise. You see how they, if you've seen any of the ones, they start out in like a enclosure and then break out. They do that every single time. That's been their ongoing thing. Jurassic World was another good example of things going out. They had this one that, it was a Dominus Rex. She ended up breaking out and was super intelligent. And basically broke out, caused a big fuss, ended up dying in the end, unfortunately. And spoilers.
How dare you? No.
But, hold on.
No.
And you went mute. Okay. Yeah, I've just been invested in learning mythologies lately, like normal.
I normally just been chilling and recovering in my own bed because when I walk, sometimes my calves hurt, so I've just been resting. Really, I guess that's like the downside for being in the hospital for so long.
Yeah, because I've been studying up on the different mythologies. I've currently just finished tackling Japanese mythology, and
Yeah.
I still have to go through for the Norse ones, the Greek ones, Egyptian, Polynesian, Hawaiian, Chinese, and any other ones I can think of, really. It's honestly something I do in my little bit of free time I have, because I've been extremely busy as of late.
Sorry, I just, someone yelled for me and needed help.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So I muted real quick. But yeah, no, that was the thing too. It's like with this, I'm thinking like Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Things breaking out, things murdering people, and so on and so forth. You don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. It's like chaos. Chaos theory is a good example.
But then again, that's just the world. Everything's just gonna break out eventually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this. I'm thinking of this way. You got 3. They're not intending to breed these things, apparently, from what they're saying. But there's always a chance they could be like changing their mind at a drop of a hat. Oh, let's see what happens when we breed them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, you have like a group of like 20 or something like that.
Definitely.
But I mean, this is a pack animal with pack animal instincts and whole hierarchy and all that. And yeah, anyway, but I mean that's basically all I was going to go off with. Next time that we're going to be going into a thing, we're probably going to be doing more of our movie stuff. This is just kind of like a thing to fill it in and being a welcome back for Lapis specifically. And I know you. So welcome back to the podcast, Lapis.
Thank you.
It's been an awesome time having you back as well. Yeah, you had us worried for a while. I know it's been a bit, but I mean, you were kind of like struggling with your health conditions and all that. So
Yeah.
hopefully you're in the clear now.
I am definitely in the clear. I have medication I have to take normally, but other than that, I'm all good.
That's good.
It was a needed break for me because I've been busy. I actually had time to do some other things during the breakaway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just worried. I was being a worrywart and
You were.
doing whatever.
Yeah.
I also got a little bit depressed because I was like, oh no. But yeah, anyway,
You're like, oh, no, my girlfriend.
yeah. I'm going to say this until next time, our dear gremlins. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Steam
Yeah, I think I will.
notification popped up.